Kiara, you recently addressed a national workshop organised by Public Health England about your research, which comprised an evaluation of the Young Pal scheme run by Kirklees Council, which is designed to encourage overweight young people to take up sport. You're going on to continue your research in this area now, and I believe you've already conducted some interviews with PE teachers and their pupils. What are you hoping to find, or what have you found so far?
Well, what we found through the Young Pal scheme is that children can enjoy being physically active, and through the scheme they found that it was a good experience and they liked it. Generally, children are getting less active, they're getting less fit. And so I was interested in, well, what about other children? What's going on in schools? Are they enjoying physical activity? Are they enjoying taking part? Or are there things that are stopping them, that are preventing them from wanting to be active? And really just trying to understand children's fitness and children's physical activity participation.
And what have you've obviously been speaking to some PE teachers and also some of the students in that school. What has come out so far?
Well, we interviewed a range of pupils at the school, and what we found is that some children absolutely love PE. It's the best lesson of the day and they have a great time and it's really enjoyable. But we also found that these children tend to be good at sport. They've already got skills and they're already quite active. And so the children who don't enjoy it tend to be the ones who have poor skill levels, often they're overweight, and they're not having a good time at PE. So what they find is that rather than it being fun, it's something that they feel are made to do. They've got to do PE, it's compulsory, they don't want to be there, and it's not how they would choose to spend their time. What was interesting though is that a lot of these children were being active out of school. So it wasn't the activity in itself that they didn't enjoy, it was what was created within the PE lessons.
The formalisation of it in some ways.
Well, partly it was because in PE they felt they had to take part and they didn't have a choice whether to or not, and the activities weren't activities that they would choose to take part in, particularly things like team games and ball games, where if they weren't skillful they felt like the odd one out, the one who couldn't join in. They felt marginalised within the PE lesson, whereas other activities, skateboarding, cycling, they were happy to do out of school. So it was the activities that they felt they were compelled to take part in. The other main thing we found was that they didn't like that they couldn't control the exertion, so how hard they worked within PE. So whereas out of school, if they wanted to, they could stop, they could have a rest, take time out, whereas in PE, it was the teachers making them continue, and they felt that they couldn't stop when they wanted to stop. And this creates a fear that if I'm going to do PE, it's going to hurt. And that put off a lot of children from wanting to take part as well.
So in a way, I mean, one possible remedy is not fully that the youngster should pick for themselves what they do, but it does need to be broadened a little bit from the we're all doing cross-country today, we're all playing rugby, we're all playing hockey, if that's, because it will just be abhorrent to those youngsters. Absolutely. And put them off.
That was the big issue, that they would rather a choice of activities, and that although in the school we went to, as the children progressed up the school, there was some option of choice. Lower down the school, the teachers made all the decisions. So they didn't ask the children what activities would they like on the curriculum. They didn't ask them what kind of things they enjoyed. They imposed upon them the activities that they thought would be best for the children, and for a lot of them it wasn't the activities that they would choose to take part in. So it worked much better when the children were older and there was some optionality about which activities they could take part in.
The University of Huddersfield, inspiring tomorrow's professionals.